The next phase in life, generally is what we call the mid stage or mid career life stage. And again, that sometimes people are coming in, for their first time to see a financial planner. May well be working in their job now for quite some time. Their income level has, substantially increased. They're continuing to pay their mortgage off. The kids they sort of had in that sort of start-up stage may well now be off to school. And from that point of view, there's children's expenses and education costs that are now coming into it.
Career, it's probably a space that I personally am in at the moment. Putting plans into place to make sure that, first of all, you protect your lifestyle. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? Making sure that sort of you've got plans in place to make sure you get there. If you do have extra cash flow, what are ways that we can invest that money for you that you might access before you actually retire and do some important things that are important for you, making sure that you're financially protected. A lot of people sort of, when you're a bit younger, think I'm bulletproof, nothing's ever going to happen to me. All of a sudden, you've got all these responsibilities. So you might be the, you've got, children or elderly parents that you might also be, looking after. It's sort of, if something happens to you, what's the backup plan?
Making sure that, your super is on track, whether that's making sure it's being invested properly, that you're maximising your potential there from a contribution point of view, so you're making sure that you're reducing your taxable income by salary sacrificing. It's also making sure that you've got adequate life insurance and income protection in place, because mid-career is really the most important time for you. It's making sure that because you're just starting to see the earning potential rise, and that's the last time you'd really want something to happen to you to stop that earning potential.
There's lots of things that we can look at this stage, and it's not that you have to have huge amounts of money. It's sometimes just those little amounts. It's sort of putting some small strategies in place that are going to really see you in a far stronger position in the next 5 to 10 years, and to give you choices. I reckon that's what financial planning is all about, giving you choices. I'd hate to be, approaching 55, 60 and thinking, I should have done something 10, 15 years earlier. Now I'm sort of stuck with, with what I have, and my choices are limited. And that could be, like, do I want to start winding down? Like, maybe I don't want to work full-time and I want to work part-time. Or, I want to go on an overseas trip, but I haven't been able to save that money for that. Or my child's now looking to get married or wants to do something or buy their first home, and I want to help them out. So for me, financial planning, bring it down to giving people choices.